Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty big outrage that once again, today's been like a big gaming outrage when it comes to like the Bayonetta drama, the Gotham Knights drama, now a lot of Twitch drama coming out over here, and these are some very, very nifty numbers to go look at. If you guys do not know, I'm going to have to provide a little bit of context with this, but I think the context makes it worthwhile. When it comes to Twitch, there's essentially different types of ad incentives that let you go and like choose how many ads you want to run on your platform. So let's go and say you stream for 6 hours, and then you basically want to allocate for, let's say, a 3-minute ad break every hour. Because Twitch is trying to become a profitable business, and obviously ads are like a necessary evil on YouTube and Twitch, they are also offering these bonus incentives out there to content creators and partners and stuff like that. Even my own self and my own Twitch channel have that too. If you guys want to follow down below, you guys totally can, mindless show. But when it comes to that stuff, we're seeing these numbers, and a lot of these really big content creators, especially in the Destiny community, are highlighting these major issues in terms of work, in terms of also like ruining their community, in terms of the like frequency of the ad breaks, and how basically Twitch is turning into such a money kind of grubbing company, and how these are just not good deals. And these are also, I want to mind you guys, like big five-figure deals that these people are still turning down, which I do have to say, I put a lot of respect on the Destiny community, number one, for being open with this, with how they're doing this on Twitch and all that stuff and how much money they're making, but number two, for a lot of these folks either turning it down or as well being extremely honest with their community about if they want to take it or not. And I think that's why a lot of these Destiny creators I'm going to showcase up here in the first place are fantastic fellows, worth a follow, especially if you guys enjoy the Destiny content. I've had a chance to interact with quite a few of them too myself, and they're all usually very, very top lads. So let's go talk about this. Let's give some details, because this is a very, very big thing. Now, one very huge person over here in terms of Goth, and Goth has been a phenomenal person in the terms of building communities, in terms of being honest with his business practices, and also how he treats his stream as a business. But that's why a lot of people respect him. He's very open, very honest, and also is kind of always telling people what he's going to do and why. And this is why people like him, and that's why I like him as a person too as well. So if you guys are kind of curious, I'm going to show some of these kind of big numbers. Now, some people don't even make this money in a year. Some people in different countries too as well, like Europe, Russia, whatever, may not even see this for multiple years if they're lucky. And I want to show this because this has been a big outrage for the Twitch community. So basically, Goth over here states, 6 minutes of ads feels pretty invasive, and I don't know how I'd fit that into my current practice of taking a break when ads play. Though, I will say, I'm out of my chair for breaks at an average of 5 minutes. Tough call this month, chat. We will discuss later. So as you guys can kind of go and see from the incentive stuff, like I said, even for me as a Twitch partner, I have this too. He's got getting basically a $20,000 extra incentive to run at least 6 minutes of ads per hour on his channel, but as well also have to stream at least 151 hours this month. Now, I will go and say for someone who's more of a smaller content creator, $20,000 to go and also be on top of your normal sub revenue, sponsorship revenue, etc., is something I would probably go and do and grind out as long as I could until I can, like, say, buy a house cash and go from there. But as well, if you're a bigger content creator, you also have to worry about the quality and quantity of ads, and as well, what your community likes. Because when it comes to content creation, you're not always guaranteed to keep an audience. And if you're running 6 minutes of ads, which is a lot of ads, don't get me wrong, for online content creation, on top of like pre-roll ads sometimes too, on top of other ads as well, that's very, very hard. That's essentially 2 3-minute breaks every hour, which is a lot to work on in, because, I mean, people sometimes will go and run an ad, they'll go to the bathroom, they'll grab some water, do a quick little stretch, whatever. That's fine. 3-minute ad, you work that into your stream. I feel like I kind of almost wish that streamers would do that more often, because if you're stepping away, you're like using the restroom, you're not missing any content on the stream. So your viewers are basically making sure you can still like buy food and make sure your family's taken care of, and then you can basically go and be a normal human being and use the restroom when you need to. I think that's fine. But I think a big thing that a lot of these content creators are saying is that it's just too much. 6 minutes is very invasive in terms of your content, but as well, you also lose viewers, and as well, it's also 151 hours that are locked on in. Now, I don't want to go and say, like, some people work a lot of hours and they do very, very well, and I can respect that too, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, too, sometimes if you're a freelancer, maybe you have to do travel. Maybe you have to worry about, like, cutting a stream short. What if you have to do a vacation? All this type of stuff, obviously, for 20 grand, most people would say, whatever, I'll just do it. But the big thing is that a lot of other folks, too, as well, also pushing something like JP. Now, JP is another content creator who also has the same incentive. He's like he averages a few thousand viewers, a pretty up there content creator. And he also has the same thing where he has to run 6 minutes of ads per hour and then stream 5 hours this month. He basically took a break, and he explains that in the tweet I'll show you guys in a second. And with all this, it's like, that offer is not worth it. Because then I think you'd have to, from my understanding, you'd have to have 6 minutes of ads the entire month, even after he's done with those 5 hours, just for $500. And now a lot of folks don't think that's really worth it. It's a nice bonus, especially, don't get me wrong, but this is like if you have like your own game article or like a YouTube channel, and it's just so many ads that people just don't really care about that as well. And this also kind of just sparking up a lot of other content creators too. So basically, JP was even upset because the issue is that after he was streaming for 24 plus months contractually as well, for over 160 or 200 hours as well, and don't forget people also are uploading on YouTube, doing tweets, doing TikToks, having to respond to business emails, meetings, etc. So it's not only just the stream time, it's everything else included, let alone seeing your family, having a relationship, having kids or whatever, because I know Goth has kids himself. And like, so like JP took a break. He took a pretty long break. He worked hardcore for 2 years. Let me go take a little break. I'll come back. And then because of that, the system was automated and basically said, hey, you basically streamed at 0 hours. We cannot give you a good ad break at all. So basically you get Jack silly squat and nothing absolutely good with it. So it's essentially trying to go perpetuate the idea that you got to keep on this grind no matter what, or you're never going to be able to go make this money that Twitch wants to go and offer you, which is, some people would be okay. Like, I'm sure there's someone watching and be like, psh, I would go and like literally do anything in my life to go make 20 grand a month plus everything else. Me too, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, these people who are being honest and they want to have like a normal vibe. Like these are normal people too. They may have gotten lucky and they have good content and good marketability, but at the end of the day, these are still people, no matter how much money they make, that they want to make sure that their communities are taken care of, because a lot of people use these places as escapes, etc. Like Destiny is very, very known as well for charity and being a part of a community and supporting other smaller content creators, and also things like St. Jude, which is huge to go and say. And like all this kind of funnels in together for positives and bringing people together, let alone just focusing only on the money aspect. So if you're getting played by ads, you may not want to go watch. You may stop watching in general. If you want to go and see all these streamers making a bunch of money, you might not be like, hey, they should just donate to charity instead, which is not the point. Like, these people have normal jobs. They may make extra money, but they kind of earned it. Like, they've been doing this stuff for years and they have the quality skill sets for it. And people also then deserve to be able to go take a break as well. But even the bigger thing too is we're seeing stuff like, say, for Grenadier Jake, who has the similar thing for 190 hours to go hit a $24,000 incentive. And even these people, like, because I know some people might say content creators are kind of crazy, even they are like, oh my god, this is a lot of money, but out of my own morals, I will be declining this offer. And I saw some other folks too as well. I know like someone else like Chara on Twitch too as well. He's also been someone who's been a big streamer on top of like trying to be in part of this Destiny community as well. And even he's like, this is not worth it, not worth plaguing my community to run all these ads nonstop. And a lot of the strong statements, even say for Chari, have said, when it comes to this is essentially seeing how far Twitch can go. And this is why it's like a first step. Now, this is like still like some people, this is life-changing money. Don't get me wrong. But even like these people with this life-changing money are saying these are incredibly disrupted to a live broadcast, and they're basically nervous that Twitch is trying to pull this out to even a higher volume. So what's going to stop Twitch from saying, hey, we'll still give you that $23,000 you'd like, that looks like a huge number, but now you got to stream 240 hours a week, and you basically have to be live 9, 10, 11 hours a day just to pull it off with basically no days off. And that is awful. Granted, you can always turn it down, so I don't want to be woe is me for these content creators, and that is a lot of money. Some people would do worse than just playing video games to make $24,000 on top of everything else. But as I keep on saying, these are people that it's more of like the preemptive measure, because you don't want Twitch to be going like, hey, we'll give you $10,000 and make sure you go and stream 300 hours. You know, it kind of keeps on going from there. And a lot of posts are also saying too, is like they're trying to say like, yeah, it might be algo based, and we don't even have normal people looking at this. They're just hoping for the best and hoping people will randomly go and pick and choose and actually get this money as well. And we're seeing people too, like even Glad, who's like, hey, here's 5 minutes of ads per hour for 190 hours for a $26,000 incentive. Like, once again, I keep saying I would take this, but it's like you can't do this forever. Like, at some point you will burn out. At some point your community may falter, and then what happens next month when you're only getting a $16,000 offer to have to stream even more hours because a lot of your viewers left because you're running ads 24/7. Twitch and content creation is a very, very competitive side. So even all these big people are saying, yes, this is worth a lot of money. Yes. Is it worth my regulars missing final moments of God of War? No. Is it worth forcing 5 minutes breaks every hour? No. Is it worth me changing the vibe I built with my community over years? No. Worth turning new viewers away? No. And I gotta go give a lot of respect and credit to where credit's due to all these people I mentioned, because they're bringing this up to a big level of attention. Like, they're making sure Twitch knows So I got to give a big shout out to especially a lot of people in the Destiny community, because it does seem like their morals are on point, and they don't want to sell out their community unless it's like the community's okay with it and accepting it, and they know exactly what's going on, and that always gives me a very, very big level of respect for all these people out here. So give me your thoughts and comments. Now, once again, I'd probably do almost anything for $26,000, but you got to give some credit where credit's due to make sure that they are not spoiling their content at the end of the day. And as well, a lot of other Twitch streamers have chimed on in and give their thoughts and comments too, so it's just kind of just me doing it, but up on YouTube. So make sure you guys are subscribed if you guys want it. We got our $5 giveaway too as well, and my own Twitch stream too if you guys want to check it out down below. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching in the first place.